Hello students, in today's video we are going to solve a problem on amalgamation in the nature of purchase. So let us go through the problem first. The following is the balance sheet of Manju Limited as on 31st March 2020. Share capital, shares of rupees 20, share capital is 1,50,000. Reserves and surplus in that insurance fund 2,250, accident compensation fund 5,250, profit and loss account 7,500. Then non-current liabilities, in that you have 6% debentures 45,000, 8% debentures 30,000, provident fund 6,000. Then you have creditors 15,750. Now look at the assets. Tangible assets, buildings 60,000, machinery 90,000, furniture 6,750. Then goodwill 22,500, non-current investment 7,500, stock 37,500, debtors 22,500, cash 15,000. Manju Limited is absorbed by Suresh Limited on the above date. So here Manju Limited is transferor company and Suresh Limited is transferee company. The consideration being the taking over of the liabilities, the payment of 6% debentures at a premium of 10%, the discharge of 8% debentures at a premium of 10% by issue of 9% mortgage debentures in Suresh Limited. So here you can see there are two types of debentures. One is 6%, another is 8%. So this 6% debentures are to be discharged at a premium of 10%, and for 8% debentures they are going to issue 9% debentures in Suresh Limited at a premium of 10%. So both this 6% debentures are to be discharged at a premium, and for 8% debentures 9% debentures will be issued at a premium. So while calculating purchase consideration, we will not consider this because it is payment made to debenture holders. While calculating purchase consideration, we consider only those payments which are made to shareholders. Further, and payment of rupees 10 per share in cash. So here you can see information regarding shares is given. So this will be utilized for calculation of purchase consideration. So payment of rupees 10 per share in cash and exchange of 3 fully paid of rupees 10 shares in Suresh Limited at a market price of rupees 12 per share for every 2 shares in Manju Limited. So if you have 2 shares in Manju Limited, you will get 3 shares in Suresh Limited at rupees 12. So using these two information, that is payment made in cash and shares, we will calculate purchase consideration. Show the necessary ledger accounts to close the books of Manju Limited and draft journal entries in the books of Suresh Limited. So let us start with the calculation of purchase consideration. So first we will calculate the purchase consideration paid in the form of cash. So they are going to pay rupees 10 per share in cash. So what is the number of shares of Manju Limited? And you can see share capital is 1,50,000. Face value of the share is 20. So the number of shares is 7,500. So rupees 10 per share is paid. So purchase consideration paid in form of cash is 75,000. Now in the form of shares. Okay, so for every 2 shares in Manju Limited, you will get 3 shares in Suresh Limited. So the actual shares of Manju Limited is 7,500. So how much shares will they get in Suresh Limited? So 7,500 into 3 divided by 2. Okay, so you will get the number of shares. So the number of shares are 11,250 shares. Here you can see face value of shares is 10, but they are issued at a premium. Okay, a premium of rupees 12. So 11,250 shares into 12. So you will get purchase consideration in the form of shares, that is 1,35,000. So the total purchase consideration is 2,10,000. This is how you calculate purchase consideration. Now we will prepare ledger accounts in the books of Manju Limited. So we have to prepare 3 accounts. One is realization account, transferee company account and equity shareholders account. So first we will start with the realization account. First entry is realization account debit to each asset account. So realization account debit to each asset account, starting with buildings. What is the value of buildings? 60,000. No new value is given, so we will take the value that is given in the balance sheet. Next, to machinery account, amount is 90,000. Next, to furniture account, 6,750. Next, to goodwill account. Now this you will get it in the balance sheet, 22,500. Next is investment account, 7,500. Next, to stock account, what is the value of stock given? 37,500. To debtors account, 22,500. And finally, to cash account, 15,000. Okay, so we are done with the first entry. Second entry is for transfer of liability, each liability account debit to realization account. So we will start with non-current liabilities, which are debentures. So 6% debentures by 6% debentures, amount is 45,000. Then by 8% debentures, amount is 30,000. Next is creditors, 15,750. They have also given provident fund, even that is outside liability. Value is 6,000. So we will consider that as well. Okay, so we are done with second entry. Third entry is for adjustment of purchase consideration. Entry is transferee company account debit to realization account. So here we have transferee company account to realization account. Amount is the amount of purchase consideration. So amount of purchase consideration is 2,10,000. So we will take it here, 2,10,000. Same entry will be posted in realization account by Suresh Limited account. Amount of purchase consideration, that is 2,10,000. Now next entry is for receipt of purchase consideration, shares in transferee company account debit, cash or bank account debit to transferee company account. So this entry will be passed in transferee company account by equity shares and by bank account. You have to see how the purchase consideration is paid. It is paid in the form of cash and shares. So in cash it is 75,000 and in form of shares it is 1,35,000. So in equity shares it is 1,35,000 and in the form of cash, that is by bank account, it is 75,000. So third entry also we have passed. Now next is entry for receipt of purchase. Okay, we have passed the fourth entry as well. Now we will pass fifth entry. Entry for sale of assets not taken over by transferee company. So no such information is given in the problem, so we will not pass this entry. Entry for payment of liabilities not taken over. All the liabilities are taken over, so we will not pass this entry as well. Entry for payment of realization expenses. No such information is given in the problem. Next, entry for transfer of preference share capital. Now no information regarding preference share capital is available, so we will not pass 8th and 9th entry as well. Directly we will go to 10th entry. Entry for transfer of equity share capital, reserves and surplus. Equity entries like this: equity share capital account debit, General reserve account debit, surplus account debit to equity shareholders account. So we have to pass this entry in equity shareholders account. First we will transfer equity share capital. Equity share capital is 1,50,000. So let us go to shareholders account here. By equity share capital account, amount is 1,50,000. Next, you have to transfer the reserves and surplus of the company. So, reserves and surplus, insurance fund 2,250. So, here by insurance fund 2,250. Next, by accident compensation fund, that is 5,250. So, we will write it here 5,250. And finally profit and loss account, so that is 7,500. Okay, now the next entry is for transfer of fictitious assets. Now look at the problem. No information regarding fictitious assets and losses is given. In fact, we have profit, so we will not pass this entry. Now entry for transfer of profit on realization. So we have to close the realization account. For that we have to make the total of debit side and credit. So the total of debit side is 2,61,750 and the total of credit side is 3,06,750. So we will write the greater total, that is the total of credit side, which is 3,06,750. So the same total we have to write on both the sides. Okay, and the difference is on the debit side, that means it is profit, so this profit will be transferred to shareholders account. The difference is of 45,000. Now same entry will be posted in shareholders account by realization account, profit 45,000. Okay, next is entry for final settlement. Equity shareholders account debit to shares in transferee company account to cash or bank account. So shareholders account. Okay, so here 2 shares in transferee company account. How much amount of purchase consideration is paid in the form of shares? Here you can see it is 1,35,000 and in form of cash it is 75,000. So we are done with all the entries. Now let us close all the accounts. First we will close transferee company account. So the total of this account will be 2,10,000. Now we will close shareholders account. The total is 2,10,000. Alright, so we are done with preparing ledger accounts in the books of transferor company. Now let us start with the journal entries in the books of transferee company. Now opening entries in the books of transferee company, that is Suresh Limited. Here you can see I have displayed the journal entries. So first entry is business purchase account debit to liquidator of transferor company. So business purchase account debit, amount is the amount of purchase consideration. What is the total amount of purchase consideration? It is 2,10,000. So we will write it here. To Manju Limited, same amount 2,10,000. Okay. Narration being purchase consideration payable. Now next entry is for incorporating assets and liabilities taken over from the transferor company. Entries like this: each asset account debit to each liability account to business purchase account. So we will transfer all the assets and liabilities taken over. So first buildings account debit, amount is 60,000. Next, machinery account debit, amount is 90,000. Then furniture account, amount is 6,750. Then investment account debit, amount is 7,500. Then you have stock account debit, 37,500. Then debtors account debit, 22,500. And then finally you have cash account, that is 15,000. Okay, so each assets we have taken. To each liability account we will leave one line for adjusting the difference in the entry. So first, to creditors account, creditors are 15,750, so that we will pass. Then provident fund, to provident fund account, amount is 6,000. Then to 6% debentures account. Now while we are taking debentures, we have to consider the premium. Here you can see information is given that payment of debentures at 10% premium and discharge of 8% debentures at 10% premium. So both the debentures are given, are discharged by 10% premium. So that is to be taken on debentures. So the amount of 6% debentures is 45,000. So 45,000 plus 10%, that will be 4,500. So the amount of 6% debentures will become 49,500. Okay. Now similarly for 8% debentures, the amount of 8% debentures is 30,000. 30,000 plus 10%, that will be 3,000. So total we will take 33,000. And to business purchase account, so here we will take the amount of purchase consideration, that is 2,10,000. Okay, so we have passed the entry. Now we have to make the total of debit side and of the credit side and see if there is any difference. Now the total of debit side is 2,39,250 and the total of credit side is 3,14,250. So now the difference is coming on the debit side. So here you can see the difference in the above entries adjusted against capital reserve or goodwill. Now because the difference is coming on the asset side, so it will be goodwill account. So goodwill account debit, in the bracket you can write balancing figure, amount is 75,000. that is the difference between the two entries. It is adjusted to goodwill account. Why goodwill account? Because the difference is on the debit side. If suppose the difference was on the credit side, then it would be to capital reserve account. I hope you have understood this entry. And narration being incorporation of assets and liabilities taken over from Manju Limited. Now let us pass the next entry. Entry for settlement of purchase consideration. Liquidator of transferor company account debit to share capital account to securities premium account to cash or bank account. So liquidator or Manju Limited account debit. So this will be debited with the amount of purchase consideration, that is 2,10,000 to share capital account to security premium account to bank account. Now if you look at the purchase consideration, the face value of the shares actually is 10, but they are issued at market price of 12. So to share capital account, the shares are how much? 11,000 250. So when you're passing this entry, here it will be 11,250 into rupees 10. Okay, so the amount will be 1,12,500. Okay, and when it comes to security premium, then the number of shares is 11,250 into 2 because they are issued at 12 rupees. So 2 rupees is premium. So the amount will be 22,500, and also cash is paid. Cash paid is how much over here? 75,000. So to bank account 75,000. I hope you have understood the entry. First you have to take the total amount of purchase consideration. Then when you take equity share capital account, you have to make sure that here you take the face value, and here the premium amount, that is rupees 2, and the amount that is paid in the form of cash. Narration being purchase consideration paid. Next is entry for liquidation expenses paid by transferee company. So there is no information regarding liquidation expenses, so we will not pass this entry. Next is for maintaining reserves, statutory reserve. No such information is given in the problem, so we will not pass this entry. Next is for formation expenses incurred by transferee company. Even this information is not given. Then entry for unrealized profit, no such information is given. But we are not done with the entries yet. We have to pass 2 entries for the discharge of debentures. Okay, although I have not given that in journal entries, but because this information is given in the problem, we have to pass this entries. Now first we will pass for the payment of 6% debentures at a premium of 10%. That means payment cash is paid to these 6% debentures at premium. So we have to pass a entry for that. Entry will be 6% debentures account debit to bank account, because we are discharging. Discharging means you are making payment to these debentures holders at 10% premium. What is the actual value of these debentures? You can see here, value of 6% debentures is 45,000. They are discharged at a premium of 10%. That means 45,000 plus 4,500. So payment made is 49,500. Okay, that we will consider on both the sides. Narration being discharge of 6% debentures at 10% premium. Another entry for discharge of 8% debentures. The discharge of 8% debentures at a premium of 10% by issue of 9% mortgage debentures. Now how this 8% debentures are discharged? They are not paid cash. Instead they are issued 9% debentures in Suresh Limited, and these also are discharged at 10% premium. So what is the value of these debentures? It is 30,000. So 30,000 plus 10%, that is 33,000. So 8% debentures will be discharged at a premium of 10% by issue of 9% debentures. So narration being discharge of 8% debentures at 10% premium by issue of 9% debentures. Okay, so this is how you are going to pass the journal entries. Okay, so with this we complete the problem. Okay, I hope you have understood. I conclude with this. Thank you.